It was a cold October morning in 2025. As usual, the famous Louvre Museum in Paris was opening its doors. Tourists poured in, cameras flashed, and inside the Galerie d'Apollon, the royal jewels of France gleamed under perfect lighting. No one had the slightest idea that within minutes, one of the boldest heists in Parisian history was about to unfold. At around 9:30 a.m. local time, 4 men dressed as ordinary maintenance workers arrived behind the museum, pushing a small furniture lift. They wore bright orange safety jackets, blending in like they belonged there. No one questioned them. Using the lift, they reached the second floor, where a window led directly into the Apollon Gallery. From their bags, they pulled out precise tools, a small grinder, suction cups, and a glass-cutting device. Within moments, they quietly cut through the window and slipped inside. The lights were dim, and the security cameras didn't cover this angle. They switched on small flashlights and headed straight for the display cases that held France's historic royal jewels. With trained precision, they broke the locks and lifted the glass covers. In just a few minutes, they had taken a sapphire tiara, an emerald necklace, diamond earrings, and a brooch, all genuine 19th century pieces once belonging to Queen Marie-Amélie, Queen Hortense, and Empress Eugénie. Each item was worth millions, but their historical value was far greater than their price. As they packed the jewels into a black bag, a faint beep echoed through the room. The silent alarm had been triggered. Without hesitation, the thieves grabbed everything and climbed back out the same window. Waiting outside were 2 scooters. The moment they hit the ground, one man cut the rope, another started the engines, and they disappeared into the narrow streets of Paris within seconds. One tiara, the crown of Empress Eugénie, fell from their bag during the escape. It was later recovered by police but badly damaged. Within minutes, museum guards and police surrounded the building, but the thieves had vanished. When investigators reviewed the CCTV footage, it became clear this was a perfectly planned job. The robbers knew the museum's shift timings, the weak camera spots, and even which display cases had the most valuable pieces. Authorities began to suspect an inside hand might have helped them. Inside the museum, investigators found traces of fingerprints and a few fragments of the grinder used to cut the glass. Interpol added the stolen items to its stolen art database, hoping that one day they might resurface, but so far no trace has been found. For France, this wasn't just a financial loss, it was the loss of a piece of history. The museum's curator spoke to the press, saying, "They didn't just steal jewels, they stole a part of our past." The Louvre remained closed for several days after the heist, and across Paris one question echoed through every news channel and conversation.